these zodiac readings. Oh my God. I was trying to take the approach of, oh, let me do a few readings here and then stop. And then maybe the next day I'll do. But then I'm like, oh my God, once I get my readings done, I have to just get them all out at once. You know, I want everyone to have their reading on the same day. And yeah, I just like to power through like that. So thank you guys so much for supporting my music. I have another channel called Awkward Confidence. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe there and listen to my song Queen of Swords. It's on Spotify. And if you want a personal reading, because I have a lot of time on my hands these days, feel free to let me know. The details are in the description down below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram on both of my pages. I have an artist page and then I have a tarot page where I put tarot readings there. And feel free to look at my TikTok. I have a TikTok where it's just for fun, and then I have a TikTok that I post subliminals and readings on there. Okay, just want to put it out there. This may or may not resonate. Some people feel like if it doesn't resonate with their story, then it's not real. It resonates with someone out there in the world, and sometimes it's you, sometimes it's not. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I try my best to not focus so much on love, but sometimes love is the main theme. It just pops up. So, you know, that's just your life. So yeah, with that being said, what's going on with Scorpio? What is the current energy of Scorpio? Oh, that was quick. We have I'm busy in reverse. We have karmic. We have no. We have unite, but the half of unite is gone. I can't find the other half. Let me see if it's through. Yeah, I can find it now. Yeah, it's ripped up. I need to tape it back together. It always shows up ripped in my readings. I need to actually like get some tape. Yeah, and then we have I love you. And then we have secrets. And then we have death and endings. I want to clarify what this no is about. Can we clarify no? Actually, no. Subconsciously, I just got the message. Okay. Can we clarify I'm busy and unite? Ooh. Okay, the devil, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. Okay, some of you Scorpios are not going to like this. It's not going to resonate with everyone. I saw 222 as I said that. So this is pertaining more to love. Even though you may have wanted to find out more about your life, but it may come up further down in the reading. But what I'm getting here is you may be, if you're a man, Scorpio, you may be in love with someone who does not really feel that way for you, if I'm going to keep it real. I feel like it's one-sided. It's not necessarily that they don't love you, but maybe you may have stronger feelings for someone than they have feelings for you, if that makes sense. I'm getting like yeah, like you may be feeling someone, but with all due respect, they may not be feeling you to that exact level, and some of you may be a bit delusional if you're a male Scorpio. If you're a female Scorpio, I feel like you might, because why I'm getting this message is some of it's intuitive, but some of it's based upon the cards, because we have I'm busy in reverse and then we have unite, but it came up a bit ripped anyway. But what I'm getting is I feel like you want, if you're a guy, like you want to unite with someone, right? And if you're a girl, someone wants to reunite with you, but I feel like you keep making them feel like you're busy, but this is reversed. So something tells me you're not actually busy if you're a female, or if you're a male pursuing a woman. This person is not actually busy. They just like to pretend they're busy because they don't want to give you as much time and energy. They don't feel comfortable or safe with you. Because we have the Devil card and the 4 of Pentacles. This is like, I feel like someone is codependent on another person, but that other person is very emotionally blocked off to the person who's very codependent. They are very stingy with their time. They don't want anything to do with this obsessive energy. So for you women, you could have someone who's obsessed with you, but it's just like, you're not really feeling that same type of way. You're just more focused on yourself. In the past, you could have been trying to be nice and let them down easy, but they were just not taking the hint. But if you're a male, you may be interested in a woman who's just not interested in you back. Because I do see the 7 of Wands. This is leave me alone. I'm more focused on myself. This person could have put up boundaries. In the beginning, they may have come off like, oh, I'm just so busy and I just want to focus on myself. I like being single. But the truth is, this person just knew that you were not meant for them. And they knew you could have just been very obsessive with their energy. And so they kind of put up a nice barrier. But then if you persisted, if you're a male and you persisted it, it creeped them out even more. So then they just started like ghosting you, I'm sensing. But if you're a female, I feel like you're just not interested in this person. You don't trust them. You feel like they give you a bad vibe. They feel like you can't depend on this person. So I feel like you just don't really give them the day of mind, the time of day. Because we do have karmic. I feel like some of you know this person is a karmic. You know this person is not meant to be the person you settle down with, or someone who you wouldn't want to settle down with. But this person is in love with you if you're a female. But if you're a male, you could be in love with this person. But this person was only meant to teach you lessons, karmic. They're not meant to stay in your life for good. You know, this person, you're meant to evolve and grow from learning of the experience with this person, but you're not meant to be with this person. You could be attracted to this person's light. Okay, this person, they're not necessarily bad, but they just don't like you back, and that's just about it. Like, they're just not feeling you the way you're feeling them. So I feel like this could greatly affect the dynamics of your life path. But as a woman, I feel like if you're a woman, you may have sensed this person has really bad energy. They could be a bit of a opportunist, or they could be just clinging onto you because your energy is so strong and so magnetic. I mean, Scorpios in general, you guys are very magnetic people. So someone really got attached to you. And you may be feeling a bit uncomfortable. You know, I feel like the person who's attached and obsessive, they're thinking that you are hiding secrets from them. Or if you're a male, you could be thinking that you're the person that you love is hiding secrets from you. But the truth is, what I'm getting subconsciously is that there are no secrets. They're not cheating on you with anyone else. There's no somebody else involved. It's just they don't like you. Okay, the secret here is boundaries. I just don't want you. Rejection. It's like, I'm not hiding someone from you. I'm not playing hard to get. I'm not playing mind games. That's the energy I'm getting. The person who's detached is not hiding anyone. They're not cheating. They're not playing mind games. They just don't like you. Okay, if you're a male. If you're a female, you could have no secrets. You don't move sneakily. You just don't like the karmic energy. You just don't like somebody who's giving a lot of karmic energy. It could even be in the friendship context where you have a friend who just won't stop talking to you, and they're obsessed with you, and they always want to be around you, and you have to make up excuses to not see them by just saying you're busy, even though you're not busy. You just find them a bit too creepy because they could be obsessed with you. And they could be thinking that you're coming off as very secretive, which most Scorpios do come off as secretive, but you're not being secretive. You just don't like them, and that's it. You know, I feel like you low-key want to end it. Because under this, I saw the loyal card. So it's like, you guys are loyal people. You don't go around having third parties and lying to people, hiding things. But I just feel like you just want to end anything with people who are a bit toxic, clingy, codependent, don't really have their own shit together but are copying you. This could even be with friends. You could be thinking like, I don't like people like being obsessed with me and being possessive over me. I like to live my life and I don't like to be controlled, right? This could be your feeling, right? So what's happening for Scorpio in the month of September? What's happening for Scorpio in the month of September? We do have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Devil card again. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. I'm hearing protect your energy. We have the Death card. Here you guys are. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Next to that, we have the Ten of Wands. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a lot of you guys are just protecting your energy. Something could have really hurt you. Okay. If you're a man, you may have been heartbroken by the fact that someone doesn't want you and you had to break those ties. Not really by your will, but it was forced on you. So now you're just going to focus more on yourself, protect your energy and invest in yourself. And that's it, and it's going to get you a lot of opportunities. We have the Ace of Pentacles. But if you're a female Scorpio, I'm getting like, it's been a burden going through some shit. Like, you may have some emotional issues that you're attending to and financial problems. You may have a lot of responsibilities in general, and you may sometimes feel like you have to work hard on your own. And you always have to do things on your own, but it's what's comfortable. Some of you may have a PTSD where you may feel like, I can't really depend on people, I can't trust people, so I prefer to get my shit done on my own. But then sometimes that can be a bit of a burden, and it can leave you feeling like you're not good enough, and you may feel drained by it, right? And then people who come into your life, they don't understand that. They're not really an asset to your life. It's more like it's more like they think about what can I take instead of what can I give. And it may leave you annoyed at times where like, why doesn't anyone understand you, you know? So you just like to close yourself off to others. But I do feel like if you've had a toxic connection with someone, I feel like that's coming to an end. You are breaking the shackles of attachment and codependency into a connection. I feel like you're letting go with what no longer serves you and what you deem as toxic. I feel like you've just had enough. It's just like you don't want to get involved with such people who, you know, take, and just have really bad energy to them, whether it's a lover, whether it's a friend. I feel like you're going to be quite closed off emotionally because, you know what it feels like to go through pain. You know what it feels like to be used. You know what it feels like to be around very dark energy, or people who say they're going to do things but don't, or people who come into your life pretending to be they having good intentions, but really they don't have good intentions. You're just keeping yourself away from that. And this could have stemmed from heartbreak, and I feel like it's protecting you. Like, I'm not trying to encourage you to close off your heart chakra, but I feel like it's protecting you from bullshit. Like, you're going to be less susceptible to being taken advantage of. If you keep yourself a bit more to yourself. I feel like if God sends you the right person, you will feel it in your heart and you'll just know. But until then, I feel like you're going to be keeping yourself to yourself. A relationship could have come to an end and it could have had high potential, but then you kind of thought, yeah, I just better focus on myself. It just seems a lot easier. Okay, but I do see you working on yourself, and you are being very selfish with your time, very stingy, you know. You're just like, I just want to invest in me because I can't hurt myself. And the irony is, the more you invest in yourself, the more you're being granted with the Ace of Pentacles. More opportunities are going to be happening in your life if you remain single. So I'm not going to lie, you are being encouraged to remain single, and it's not because you don't deserve love, but there's so much healing that needs to be done, and there's so many goals you need to achieve in your financial career for you to focus on. So I can totally understand as to why, you know, you may choose to be on your own. Okay, is there anything that Scorpio needs to know? Okay, is there anything that Scorpio needs to know for September? Is there anything that Scorpio needs to know? Okay, is there anything that Scorpio needs to know for September? I saw the eight of wands. We have the 6 of cups. We have the 9 of pentacles. We have the justice, and we have the 4 of swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here is I feel like you guys are actually very protected by the universe. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like for the it's not just September. This is just like what you need to know in general, but I'm just saying it's September because we're coming close to it. But I feel like with the 4 of swords, this is just an energy of keeping your distance from other people. I feel like you're just going to be a bit detached from other people. You're not going to be so worried, so focused on what other people are doing. I feel like you're no longer going to be comparing yourself to other people. You just want some space. That's what I'm getting. I do feel like with the Justice card and the 10 of Wands, I feel like anything that you've put into that you felt will go nowhere, you're going to be reaping the good karma from it. So you may have carried a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, a lot of baggage, but I do feel like it's going to pay off. You're going to actually get everything that you deserve from the pain, from the draining, from the hard work that you've been putting into. The scales will come into balance. Okay, maybe even during Libra season. But we do have the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, which suggests that you guys are better off being single and working on yourself. I feel like you guys may have a great level of abundance. You may not be rich, but you're very stable. You have everything you need. And I feel like other people may want like a piece of it because they don't know. It's always like people just want what they're idolizing. They may not even know, but you're being stingy. You're not sharing this with anyone. You're more focused on yourself. And it's not that you're selfish. It's just like you don't mind sharing what you have with people, but you don't trust people easily. That's what I'm getting. I feel like there's a lack of like trust. It's like you just want to invest in yourself so you could be the best version of yourself. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, I feel like you're just more focused on yourself. But with the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, I do feel like someone from the past is going to try to be reaching out towards you. But I feel like you're not going to be as interested. You're like, you don't even want to give the past a chance. You're just going to be more focused on yourself. But yeah, people from the past are going to be trying to connect with you, especially on the 3rd of September, especially around that time onwards. People are going to want to be connecting with you, trying to get more information out of you. You could be changing and transforming and just keeping to yourself. And I think it's what's making people want to know what's going on in your life. It could also be a retrograde around that time, I think. Can I get a 10 card Celtic cross for Scorpio? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Pisces. Sorry, not the Pisces, the Hangman, which represents Pisces. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. We have the King of Swords. You guys are meeting a match, the Queen and the King. We have the Four of Cups and we have the King of Wands. Ooh. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands has been coming up a lot for you guys. So you guys may be stressed out. You guys may be really focusing on yourself, really detaching with yourself. Like, that's really, really cool, right? But what I'm getting here with the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man, I feel like you guys are in this energy of like you're gaining enlightenment. Some of you may have felt stuck and stagnant at some point in your life, whether it be career, whether it be love, whether it be friends, whether it be family. You may have felt a bit stuck at times, but I feel like you're gaining clarity, you're gaining enlightenment, you're starting to look at things from a different perspective, maybe a spiritual perspective, as this is Pisces energy. So I do feel like with the Queen of Swords, you're now looking at things a bit logically. This is a common theme for most of the zodiacs these days. I feel like you're becoming mature, like you're starting to look at things with a higher level perspective. You're no longer making everything personal. Like if someone's not talking to you, you're no longer thinking, oh my God, they hate me because of this. They hate me because I don't look nice, right? You're starting to think, you know what? Maybe I'm just not aligned for that person. They're not aligned for me. It is what it is. And just moving forward with your life. The obstacle here is some of you may be prone. So even if you are making decisions out of logic, like you say, for example, someone's not giving you the time of day or something's no longer making sense or resonating for you, you may feel like, you know what? Fine, I'm just going to cut this person off. But in the back of your mind, this is the obstacle here. You may be very worried, or you may be overthinking and coming up with solutions and problems that are not actually real problems. Like you may be coming up with ideas and ideologies that are not actually like real. You could be overthinking the worst and coming to the worst conclusions, yet it may not even be the reality of what is going on. So you may be doing a lot of overthinking and piecing puzzles together that are not actually going together. So some of you, if someone stops talking to you, for example, you may be thinking, oh my God, it's because they don't like me, it's because of this, but they could literally just have depression, you know, like you're coming up with conclusions, right? I feel like in the past, you were more of like outgoing, wanting to be connecting with friends, wanting to get to know people, wanting to just be more social. But I feel like subconsciously what you need to do is focus on a craft, a skill, a learning. I feel like there's something you need to perfect when it comes to either something you're good at or something to do with your job, something that's going to earn you a lot of finances. You need to be focusing more on that. For some of you, this could you being a student, like you need to go back to school, you need to learn something, you need to study something. So that's what I'm being called to tell you. I feel like with the Two of Cups, you may really want a connection. Like maybe it's not like a desperation, like, oh my God, I want love. But I feel like you have an urge to find a true love. You have an urge to be with someone who you're supposed to be with. And you don't want to date around and get to know people. Like I feel like you just want the person you're meant to marry and that's it. It's like you just want that one person and just leave it like that. You're like, you just want that one person for you, you know? And I feel like to come, you will actually eventually be with that person. 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. This is like, you know, you have everything. This is contentment. This is bliss. This is euphoria. It's like you have the money, you have the house, you have the spouse, you have the kids, you have the peace. I feel like you are manifesting this in your future. You know, it may not come as quickly as you want it to come, but it's in the works for you. When you decide to cut people off who no longer serve you and focus more on yourself. It's similar to Libra's reading. With the Ace of Cups, yeah, this is the strength. I feel like you're starting to love yourself and be more open to new people. So I think for some of you, you could have been the type of person that always went back to the past. But now you're waking up and you're realizing I don't always have to be in someone's life who I've been with before because it's comfortable. I can open myself up to new love, new experiences. I feel like you are attracting an equal because we did have the Queen of Swords and then we have the King of Swords. But this is just how you're being seen. You're being seen as very logical. Some people could be seeing you as cold and detached. Like you just want to focus on yourself. You're not really worried about what people think anymore. In the past, you could have been worried about people's opinions, like the recent past, even maybe in the beginning of this video. But now you're just thinking about what is logical and what makes sense. Like, you're fair. The King of Swords is fair. Like, he's not like an asshole. Some people may interpret that as Aquarius energy, where they're very detached and cold. But in my opinion, I don't think they're actually detached and cold. I just think they're very logical. You know, they remind me of intelligent people with autism. Like, they're just very detached, but they still care about you. But the way they show their care is a bit different, right? And they will not make things unfair. If something hurts your feelings, they will tell you in a nice way, but this decision still stands regardless. It's kind of like a father energy. It's like, I love you, but here's the discipline. Like, that's the energy I get from the King of Swords. People are seeing you in that way, you know? Like, say, for example, if someone wants to hang out with you, you may be like, I'm sorry, I need time to rest and recuperate. That may hurt somebody's feelings. But then I feel like you don't care. It's like, why would I hurt? Like, why would it's not that you don't care about their feelings, but it's just like, why would I change my energy level for you? It's not my fault I don't have energy to hang out with you. It's not my fault I feel exhausted. I just need to rest and recharge, and then I'll hang out with you. But right now, I just want to be on my own. You're just being logical, right? I feel like you're trying to avoid a situation that has you feeling rejected, isolated, in a, like unintentionally isolated and unfulfilled. With this Four of Cups, I feel like you don't want rejection, but you also don't want to feel unfulfilled. So you're trying to avoid that. But the outcome is really good. We have the King of Wands. I feel like you're getting more into your creativity. People are looking at you as strategic. You're a great planner. You're building your own future for yourself. And maybe people may not know that, and it's not their place to know. But you're just more focused on your abundance and strategy. You know, you guys could be starting a business. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 10 of Wands, which is all about hard work. It may feel tiring at times. You may feel like you're doing the most. But I feel like, you know, it's going to pay off in the long term. Okay? Let's get your advice. What advice do we have for Scorpio? After this, I'm going to do Sagittarius. And then I'm going to take a break. And then I'll do the last three. Okay? We have no. Okay, I feel like that's all about boundaries, big happy changes. And we have yes. And then at the end of the deck, we have if you believe. I feel like you guys are setting boundaries. When I say no, I always think of boundaries. I feel like you guys are being encouraged to say no to things that make you uncomfortable, no to things that put you in a state of mind of confusion and conflict and sadness. You're being advised to cut ties with people who make you feel like shit. But the good thing is there are big happy changes to you, and you're being guided to say yes to opportunities, yes to things that are going to, you know, give you enlightenment, who are going to help you evolve in your life. Say yes to those big happy changes. Say yes to new and opportunities, nothing from the past. At the bottom of the deck, we have if you believe. So some of you may feel like, I'm getting a random message, some of you may feel like you're not lovable, because under you believe, we did have romance. So some of you may feel like you're not lovable, you're not going to be with someone, and you know, no one can truly love you. Some of you could have mental health issues, some of you could have physical problems, some of you may not be as rich, you may not have your shit together, and you may feel like, am I worthy of love? But you're being encouraged to know that you are worthy of love. You just haven't found the person you're meant to settle down with yet. But you know, especially if you're a guy, like I feel like guys, they feel like useless if they have nothing to offer. They feel like they can't be loved for who they are, and you know, they start to wonder if, you know, if they're even valued, you know. But there's someone out there for everyone. We just fall in love at different times, right? What advice do you have for Scorpio? We have lend a hand, rebel, and we have get over yourself. Okay, lend a hand, rebel. I feel like someone will be trying to help you. Some of you could be handling your pain in general, like always on your own. Like you never think, maybe I should ask someone, because maybe too many people have let you down. Okay, but I feel like someone, I'm hearing a Gemini, I feel like someone is going to be helping you out soon. So don't feel like, you know, like, oh, you know, no one cares about me. I feel like someone's going to reach out and help you. But we also have rebel. So I feel like you're being encouraged to be a bit more unconventional and put yourself out there. This message has been coming up for a lot of the signs, I'm not going to lie. So you're being advised to do something unconventional and do something that people would usually consider you not to do, but you have to do it for your own growth. We have get over yourself. This is all about ego. Maybe some of you could have been operating from a place of ego. Like when you do a job or when you take a new interest in something, it may be because other people are going to love me if I do this. This is going to be amazing if I do this. I should do this because this is going to be amazing. Like, I should try this. But yeah, I feel like now you're no longer going to be focused on the ego that comes with it, or you're being encouraged to not think about the ego, like the validation, the popularity, the, oh yeah, you're the man, or you're the girl. Like, you should be focusing more on, does it make you happy? Does it give you peace? Does it give you fulfillment? So don't compare your life to other people. Sometimes when it comes to recognition and platforms, some people will be like, oh, this person has more followers than me, or this person has more this than me. So maybe I need to, like, make it a competition. But there is no competition, like, just focus on yourself and stay in your own lane. We have celebrate you. Yeah, I do feel like sometimes you guys may downplay things that you're really good at, and you may feel like you're not good enough because you could be comparing yourself to other people. But you don't need to compare yourself to other people, because everybody's different. We're all in our own little category. So don't be page stalking people, wondering like, oh, they have more than me. Instagram is fiction, okay? Most of the time we don't even look like this. It's all filters. And most of the time we're not rich and balling. We just had one day to flex, right? It's not that deep. What advice do you have for Scorpio? We have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Some of you guys are really, really intelligent. And I feel like you guys are self-aware. That's what I'm getting. Like, even if you may feel like you slip into unhealthy patterns, bad habits when it comes to certain things, I feel like deep down you guys are intelligent to know better. You guys are very self-aware. So if you are in a situation that it's not really serving me, it's not really this, then you're smart enough to know better to move forward, even if it's hard to do, right? We have lost lands, home memories, gifts. You've done this before. You guys have lifetimes where you've done something similar. You've been faced with a particular predicament in another lifetime, and you're repeating it in this lifetime. So if you've gone through hardships of acceptance, just know you're going to get over it because you've been through it, right? We have, you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Maybe some of you feel like you really like someone, or you liked someone, especially if you're a male, but you feel like, like, will anyone ever love me for who I am? Like, why do I need to try and overcompensate and do this just to seek validation? But you don't have to. You could just be yourself. The right person will come to you. Even if you like someone in particular, fuck that person. They're not meant for you, You can't be for everyone, Like, you're not for everyone, Embrace who you are, and you're going to attract the people who love you for who you are, and vice versa. You're going to like them back. It's not going to be one-sided. But if you're a female, I sense this is more of like, sometimes you feel like, oh, will I ever find a person who will really like understand me, will cherish me and love me? It may not even have someone particular in your mind, but you're being advised that you will, it is what it is. You're not for everyone. And we have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Some of you could be pushing people away as a coping mechanism. That's just what you do. But you're being told to soften to love, You get rid of what makes you feel uncomfortable, but, don't shut every single person on the earth out. There are people who genuinely care about you, but you may not be open to seeing it. Okay, what advice do you have for Scorpio in love? Yeah, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you feel like, oh, I do want love, I just haven't found the right person yet, it's okay. It will come at the time it's supposed to come in. And when it does come, feel free to explore it. I'm not saying you have to jump in. As soon as you see someone, you got to hop on their dick or in their pussy or whatever. But take your time. Enjoy the moment. Take it day by day. Slow the pace down. Not everything has to be rush, rush, rush. Especially if you feel like someone is not giving you that same level of energy back. We have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. I feel like you should, some of you really do need friends to ask advice from and to hang out with and see their perspective on things, because I feel like some of you may be prone to jumping into things quickly, or you may romanticize the idea of a person, but sometimes you should talk things out with friends and see what they think instead of coming up with your own conclusions. For a small part of you, some of you may tell your friends something that's not particularly true. Like, you may feel like, oh, me and this person, we're really hitting it off. But in reality, that person is not even thinking about you. So sometimes you need friends to ground you, okay? We have this could be the one. So you could be attracting someone new who could be the one for you. Okay, and we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring together. So I do feel like the more you invest in yourself, the more you hope and pray, you are going to bring in someone who is meant for you. So don't worry about who wasn't meant for you and what didn't work out. But that's all I'm getting for Scorpio. I hope that resonates. If not, it is what it is. Take care and bye.